Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So today is July the 3rd, 2023. Today, I'd like to share with you two loopholes of Wing Chun. If it do not get fixed now, today's Wing Chuns will not continue on. It will vanish. Well, you might ask me, am I so sure that these two big loopholes need to fix as soon as possible? Now, this instance? Well, yes, because as soon as we look at martial arts like technology, we can see the entire things. And we know this loophole, if it is not fixed or upgraded, the entire today's Wing Chun will not function in today's world. So this is very serious. And of course, what I'm saying here, I'll say majority of Wing Chuners, especially those in Asia, will not like to hear what I'm saying. But I got to tell you, I got to address this in public. This is urgent now. Because Wing Chun have problems since 60 years ago, since 1964. Just people ignore it, keeping dragging, and the world keeping evolve until today, 2023. If we don't do something about it, it is gone. So for those of you who like to have a better future, this is what I like to share with you. I'm not joking. This is technology. Now, this is not what I'm presenting here or what I'm raising here. The world has already known Wing Chun's problem, today's Wing Chun's problem. Year ago, in the West, those who fight in MMA know Wing Chun have a problem. Today, even Asia, even Hong Kong know about it. Even China know about it. So I like to share with you these two problems which everybody must fix now, or else game is over. Now, let me start to present to you. This is a serious problem, and Asia, Hong Kong, even China have already opened it under the sun. So that's how serious it is, okay? So lately, a Hong Kong martial artist, Mr. Stephen Au, have shared his ideas, his view in YouTube. And in this YouTube, it is about talking about the 1964 fight, which changed Bruce Lee's life. Okay. And within this YouTube, it says here, but this event, this incident bothered Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, at his interview and his sharing, saying that he realized that Wing Chun is not that practical for him, for Bruce. So Wing Chun is not as practical due to after the Bruce have that fight, okay? And Bruce have mentioned that he is out of shape, meaning that he doesn't have the stamina, and thus he trained in running for his stamina and so forth. Okay, so this is in this video. Stephen Au is actually really objective to present this issue on Bruce Lee. He himself is a martial artist, and these presentations on Wing Chun, what Bruce Lee critics on the Wing Chuns, is actually really objective. Okay, so this is, today is 2023, this is 60 years ago. So 60 years ago, Wing Chun already have a problem. So on the other data point, Bruce Lee is saying that Wing Chun, similar with other Chinese Kung Fu, is that this land swimming. Okay, so this is another YouTube from China who is the fan of Xi Xiaodong, is looking into the 1960s force Bruce Lee and Jackman Wong's fight, which is, this is what it is about too. So this is the second data point on what Bruce Lee present. And this is where Bruce went out to do Jeet Kune Do. No longer it is Wing Chun. Okay. So this is the reason in the Hell Washing show on Tyson. Tyson said here, you know, you can look into this. Do this show on Tyson's talk about, he's respecting Bruce Lee, okay, but Tyson present the truth with really respecting Bruce Lee. So the Chinese have this thing, in Hong Kong, in China, people know what Wing Chun can do or cannot do. There are a lot of good martial artists who is very strong technically, be able to analyze, and there's a lot of records of Bruce Lee. So the reality based on all these things, you know that Bruce Lee is not supporting Wing Chun after that fight in 1964, 60 years ago. It got problem, Wing Chun got problem in its technical, and it got problem in the body conditioning. That is two things. That's for sure. 60 years ago, Bruce found out, and today the Chinese, be in Asia, in China, in Hong Kong, they know about this because based on Bruce Lee's descriptions. Okay. So you have two problems. How do you develop your body? The second, do you have adequate techniques for a fight? If you go for Bruce Lee's the presentations where now people present in Asia, you know it cannot do it. It cannot. Wing Chun, today's Wing Chun cannot do the job since 60 years ago. So It's no point to keep fighting among your lineage, my grandmaster, and so forth, so forth. Like yesterday, I shared that you need to avoid to be the buy and sell grandmaster and storytelling grandmaster. We need to be facing the reality if we want Wing Chun to be good. What is point to fight each other and having all the story, making more movie, okay? While in the outside world, people see you are no can do, even based on Bruce Lee. So warrior is not about talking tough, like fight with your hand, don't fight with your mouth. Okay. While we have this story, this grandmaster, blah blah blah. Warrior is not that. Warrior is ordinary people who work really hard, just be ordinary and accept the problem and need to change it. That's called warrior. Look at the warrior in Western boxing, in karate. Like when Mas Oyama go to Thailand in 1960, okay? What happened? Every warrior is not have this light shining at you and then you are grandmaster and warrior. No, everybody is, the warrior is people who in the mud. So yeah. So there's a saying in the relics there's a song which is I love called Long Brave Warrior. It said, who say that those who cower in mud do not count as heroes? Okay. Who says that those cowered in mud? Warrior cower in mud. Facing the reality, facing the failure, change it. That is warrior. Okay. Not those story making grandmaster or buy and sell grandmaster. So facing the problem today, Wing Chun. Number one, I wrote this book. Everybody can have it now because Wing Chuners need to know the martial art or strengthening training, the fitness training, and the nurture chi training. If you don't know about this training, you keeping doing your set, your chi sao, your wooden dummy, you are same with 60 years ago when Bruce Lee said, this is not working in real life. He's out of shape. So one need to know what is the real teaching of Wing Chun. This is under the teaching of Wing Chun 1850. 1850s, yeah. You have the martial art training, you have the fitness training, you have the recovery training in today's term. If we do not know those three types of training, we will not know. What should we do? We do not know our limitations. There is no such thing as internal like today. Internal is within these three types of training. And in fact, this recovery training, if you do it properly, as I put in the book here, it is directly linked to samadhi or jhana. There's no bullshit, okay? And the martial art training here is about the strengthening training. This is for your fitness training. That's why the same in the book. What in 1850s, the real Wing Chun, we map into sports science. We today know exactly what it is. We can get data. You want to have your VO2 max, your endurance, your heart rate variability, your breathing control, your heart rate control, is all there. It's better to know this, or else you will be out of shape and fantasy. You don't even know if you're training, screw yourself. Okay? So the body conditioning, you need to go through this. Everybody need to learn this. 3 types of training there. 3 types of body conditioning there with your breathing and everything. No, your 4 sets cannot do it. Your chi sao cannot do it. That's why 60 years ago, Bruce already tell you, it doesn't work. And what Bruce doesn't know is, he doesn't know this, the recovery part. Today's science know the recovery part. So the Chinese real internal people, the teacher like Mr. Nan Huaijing is critic on Bruce. Bruce is somehow go extreme into the martial art or strengthening training. So Nan Huaijing at that time saying that the way how the Bruce train, he will going to cause himself problem because of this part. People see that you don't have this part. So that become a tragic. Okay. So we today need to know this type of training where we are based on our condition or based on your student condition. Should they train it or should they not train it, or what they should get into? And it needs to be proven scientifically. Okay. Or else, what is the problem 60 years ago never being solved? What good is that? Okay. And it's only contribute to vanish. Now, the second thing, so this is the first thing, it's all in the decoding Wing Chun already. I spent about 40 years. I get this far. I cannot do much for everybody. This is all what I can do for you. To tell you what is the ancestor Wing Chun have, how is it in the sport, and I use my own body before I retire to test it out. I'm the guinea pig. Okay. So this is need to be a textbook for Wing Chun body conditioning. Everybody should need to know this. No more all this internal that, or grandmaster did that, grandmaster that. No, you need to know exactly what is the training and how is it work in the sports science or medical science, or else you are running a risk and you are not solving the problem of Bruce Lee faced 60 years ago. The second thing is, Wing Chun today is a 2-arm art. It no longer is a 4-arm art. Wing Chun's 4 set have a problem, a major loophole, which I want to tell you here. This is the second thing, second loophole which you need to fix. Okay, because Wing Chun today is a 2-arm art, like all you see in the movie and so forth. It's no longer 4-arm. It will not be able to handle this type of attack. It cannot handle it. I'm saying that Wing Chun itself cannot handle it. Today's Wing Chun, the 4 sets, whatever teach you in the 4 sets cannot handle it. So that's why you can see most people who fight in MMA who say they are Wing Chuner, they actually go learn BJJ. Face it, Wing Chun do not have it. So Wing Chun will not be able to handle this type of attack. Wing Chun will not be able to handle this type of attack with the 4 sets. Whatever the content, however you want to blow your Xiu Lin Tao as the ultimate, it cannot handle this type of stuff. Okay? So should I show you the proof? Yeah, I show you the proof. This is what in Cham Kyu 18 created in the 1870s. Okay? This is the proof that it is already distorted, that it is not be able to do this kind of thing. This is the thing. You look at this closely. This is what was created in 1870 based on somebody's memory or something. Because as we know, in 1870, those are pro-Qing Red Book. Somebody who invented so-called this move in Chamkyu, they have seen something in the 1870, but they don't know what in the 1850 they seen. So the 1870s people who invent this Chamkyu set today, okay, that's the beginning of Chamkyu set. It doesn't matter. It is Tai Fa Ming Gam or Liang Zhan. They use the same thing. This is what it is, the 1870 thing. So you can see in your Chamkyu sets, okay. So whoever invented this knows something exists in the 1850s, but they do not know the technology, and they invent it anyway. So today, everybody inherit that disregard of what type of Wing Chun, what type of lineage, they are doing this. Okay, so they are doing this. Now, so what is the reality? So this is what is the thing of 1850. Look at this. This is the thing which you can fight this. Okay, that is the type of the technology where you cover the lower part of the body, where you need to train, you need to have this type of mechanics, not this. Now, I want to share with you, why is this be able to fight against this type of thing? The reason is because if you look at this hand, okay, the 1850s, the techniques, the hand is this type of hand. This going down, this type of hand. Not this type of hand, not this type of hand. It is this type of hand. So what is the secret here? Which is even the 1870s grandmaster who create the four sets today don't know. Whenever you want to fight, the fighting range is from your navel downward. Your hand has to be this way. This way. Not this way, not this way. The hand techniques of this way and this way will not prepare you, train you to be able to fight when the opponent or the battle is under your navel. When you go under the navel, your hand has to be this way. Okay? So if you look at the four sets, none of those is going to do this, like this. Let's look at it again. Going down. Okay? It going down, it change. Okay? It going down. This is very important. Okay? It going down, it change, it going down, it wrap, and it can strike. But you need to have these techniques, this type of techniques. Now, so If you look at this is a kick, and then do a double pong sao type of stuff. And you look at all your 4 sets, it doesn't have this type of technique where you can going downward. So you cannot fight this level and going down, or this type of battle. Okay, you look at his hand. You look at his hand. His hand is this hand, not this hand. It's not this hand. It's this hand. Your hand, because you are human. When you go down there, your hand has to be this hand, this way. Okay. When your 4 sets do not have, look at that. Okay. When your 4 sets do not have that, you know it is trouble. It's a loophole. You look at that. You look at the double pong sao type of stuff, and the body is stand high up there, not going down. And if you look at this, it going downward. Okay, it going downward. Now that is the training for fighting. The mechanics. As soon as this is under, as soon as it's under here, your hand has to be this way. Okay, under here, and you can actually going down, like lowering yourself. You see, I lower myself down. Okay, it's going down to the ground, or else you have no chance to fight with this type of attack. Okay, now look at this closely. Look at this closely. Look at this hand. Okay, look at this closely. You see that? So everything is with this. So it is a serious problem if your thing is always here and top and punching like this. You never have the techniques developed for this type of stuff. Okay, where this yin side is facing the sky. Your technique is this, where your yin side always facing down, facing outward, but not this and this. Okay, so this has to be reinstalled. This type of techniques have to be, or mechanics have to be installed, or else when you get into this type of fight where the fight is from here downward, you have no chance. You know this is a big loophole. Okay, so that's how it is. This is the technical loophole. And also, you are not going to put your weight on your back of your leg like this. Okay, it is this type. If you look closely, weight in front, weight in front. Okay, not your weight behind. The weight in front is going downward, going down, not your weight behind type of stuff. So this is major flaw. Because of this major flaw, you cannot fight under here. When your enemy is fighting you, the battlefield is under your navel, you don't have this type of hand techniques, you're dead. You never train it. Your body never going lower like this. Your body never going down. If the opponent going down, you cannot go down. Okay, you stuck on the top, like under your navel is all hole, loophole and empty. Okay, so that is the technical flaw of Wing Chun need to fix today, right now, or else you cannot get back your forearm getting this close. And when people go this close and going downward, you dead. You don't have any technology to guard yourself. Okay, so your Cham Kiu Biuji, your Xiu Lim Tao set, and your wooden dummy is useless when it get into those. Well, your opponent know your weakness. Like the video I just shared with you, even the Hong Kong friends know, the mainland China friends know. Everybody analyze you, what your four sets can be done, what you train. They analyze you. Not to mention that, hey, Bruce already tell you, you got problem. Okay, and so number one is your body conditioning again. Number one is your body conditioning. Number one is your body conditioning. You have to fix that. Since 60 years ago is problem. Number two is your forehand issue, where you cannot fight here because your arm is keeping like doing this kind of thing and doing like this. You don't have techniques like this and going down, and your body can sink down. Okay, like this. You don't have that body mechanics and your arm handling, and thus you cannot fight this kind of stuff. So this is two loophole. And as the other day I say that even you need to trash away your wooden dummy. Okay, in this video I say Wing Chun version 2 dummy. Look at it. Okay, and you need to discard dummy in order to go this low. Not today's those movie dummy. Okay, like you get Donnie Yen playing high. Okay, getting high playing those type of dummy. Okay, you are not going to do it in the real life. You not going to make it in the real life. Okay, so this is the thing I want to share with you today. Your body conditioning, where everybody need to know all this thing, or else you don't know how to condition your body. You don't even know what you face. The second thing is, for heaven's sake, you need those techniques. Your four sets do not have the techniques I just showed you, and the mechanic and the training, which is needed for when the opponent have the battlefield down here. You have to have these techniques going down as you need, as what I just showed you. So this is what I like to share with you today. This two loophole, if you do not close it, it has been there for 60 years and even more. If we don't fix it, there is no Wing Chun. Forget about it. You cannot face today's martial arts.